So today's question is, should you pay off your mortgage or use that money for other things? This is a bit of a hot or a timely topic, if you will. We get a lot of these questions around this from our clientele. And so I just wanted to share from you a decision-making framework that might be helpful when you think about what your options are. Okay, so the first thing that we're going to have to define is the concept of opportunity cost. Let me just put that up here real quickly. Opportunity cost. All right, so let's just define what that is real quickly. Opportunity cost is what do we not receive by choosing one option as opposed to another. So let me just put that in English. If you have two choices, you have option A and you have option B. If you choose option A, what do you potentially miss out on if you would have chosen option B? So that's kind of how we define opportunity cost. So let's kind of dive in here to a more real world example. So we know right now, let me just grab this marker's a little dead. If we know right now that money in a bank, money market if you will, it's really paying a paltry 0.01%, give or take. So it's effectively zero. And this is where a lot of the questions are stemming from, because people have money sitting in money markets and they got their 1099s last year and they saw that they made $10 on all of their deposits or whatever, and they're saying, what can I do with this money? Okay, so if we take right now the average mortgage rate, it's about 3.25%. Give or take. We'll use this for math purpose today. All right, so let's take, for example, we have $100,000 sitting in a bank account right now, earning 0.01%. Okay? Right now we have a decision. Leave it there and earn this interest, or pay down up to $100,000 of our mortgage balance and not pay the 3.25 of interest that's charged on that. So the opportunity cost of leaving it here in 0.01% is really 3.24%. That's essentially what we're losing out on if we just leave it in cash. Now let's take that a step further. What if we looked at an opportunity for growth for this money? And I'll just kind of throw it out there. Let's just say we allocate it to a stock portfolio. And let's just say, we take the 100-year average of the Dow Jones Industrial Average is about 7.1%. We'll just call it 7% for illustration's purposes, okay? So, again, by leaving it in the bank account at 0.01% versus potentially earning 7%, what's our opportunity cost? Again, this is such a rounding error. I mean, it's so small, but it's really 6.99%, okay? This is essentially what we give up by leaving money in the bank. Now, this is not a guarantee, but yet paying off if we paid off the mortgage, we wouldn't have to pay that interest. So essentially, that is a guarantee. Okay. So as we kind of bring it home here, the pros that are associated with paying down our mortgage in this case would be, well, it's a known return. We don't have to pay the interest on the 3.25%. There's peace of mind. Some people just like to have, they want to get that mortgage paid off. They just don't like that payment, and that's fine too. There's value in that decision. And lastly, something along the lines of a better, debt to income ratio. That might make you more attractive to lenders if you have more of your debt paid off versus the equity or value of your property, for example. So those are some of the pros about paying off the mortgage, which would mean leaving the money in the bank at this, and paying off the opportunity cost, or taking advantage of the opportunity cost by paying down a loan might make some sense. But before we do that, we want to look at what our other options are that are out there that might make some more sense. Now, we use the example of stocks. We know that stocks, the prices can move around a lot and they're not guaranteed. But maybe there's something else out there that's at 5% or 4% or whatever it might be that fits within your profile and your time horizon that still is better than 0.01% and it's better than the 3.25%. So again, when we look at opportunity cost, one of the other key risk factors is, hey, this might not be earning anything, but when we talk about liquidity, we still have that available. If an unforeseen financial expense comes up, you need cash to pay for that. You can't pay that with a mortgage or with a stock portfolio, right? You need to turn that into cash. Easier to do here than it is here with a mortgage. So those are some of the cons, if you will, of paying down the mortgage, is it lowers some of your liquidity. So when we take all these factors in and we look at what's possible from a guaranteed or maybe from a hypothetical scenario, which one makes more sense? And it might not be a binary decision that says all or nothing. It might be, hey, pay down a little bit mortgage, maybe make an investment down here in something that's growing, and then you're continually making that decision. So that's a quick note on opportunity cost. If you have any other questions that come up about it, I'd love to hear your comments. You can send me an email, and we look forward to the next opportunity.